So today we see everywhere a news that AI taking jobs, AI taking jobs, AI taking jobs, AI taking jobs. I really feel that I should put a picture like what is happening around it and how I see, how I observe. I'm a core IT professional working in this IT industry since 1998, and formally I'm working in the industry from 2001. So I did my graduation and master. I did master grad in 1998 to 2001 from Triple M University of Technology, that is now, but earlier it was an engineering college. And since 2001 to now, I'm working in the IT industry. So I'm setting up a context, like first I'm sharing, what my, just a quick roundabout, like why I'm one of the right candidate, possibly, who can share his observation, what, how I see what is happening in this tech industry, and what is the really means that AI taking jobs, and what is the use of AI. And again, AI is a very broader term. There are hundred of things under it. AI is just like, we say India is a big term, but India have so many industries, so many religions, so many histories, so many cultures, something like that. So just giving a context, about me. So since 2001, I'm working with tech industry. I've worked with top companies, including Samsung Electronics, South Korea, Microsoft, Redmond, United States. I have also worked like in Zimbabwe, San Francisco. I have worked with, in United States for many years. I worked in Seoul, South Korea. I was in Shanghai, China. I was in, Tel Aviv, Israel. I also worked in Paris. I can speak Chinese language as well, and I can listen well. I can speak Korean as well. I have some French as well. So I'm very well, immersed with the cultures, geography, way of working, worked in different countries. And, I have worked in a lot of key projects across tech. And I have worked since when we have started, transforming from the languages, we call it Pascal and all, and now then transform to C, C++, and with that. So let me share with you a story, before, like why I say like what is happening when we say AI losing jobs, AI, means how I see this, how I see, like, in summary, I don't think any job is going, not at all. I just saying how I interpret it, how you guys interpret it, what you can do if you are in university and college, and if you are in, like transforming and maybe just thinking. I'm just sharing my opinion, and definitely we can have more talks, whatever the way you want. So the first thing, how I see things, think this way. So when I started the working in tech industry back in 2001, the environment was similar. There was not so many tech companies. There are few tech companies. There was no YouTube channel. There was nothing. We were working on C, C++, as the one of the core programming languages, and we were more towards solving problems. So when we talk about the IT, what we say, what IT is doing it. IT solving problem, digitally solving problems. So what that means is, so what IT is doing, let's say there's a traveling salesman problem. What this traveling salesman problem is, a salesman travel to different cities to do the sales. But what IT is helping, IT helps to design a shortest path for salesman so he can do his job well. So what that means is an IT engineer need to understand each and everything about the salesman before they propose the solution, and that solutions help him while he's doing his practice for the sales he's after. Correct? So we IT professional are solving problems. And what this AI is a new tool for problem solvers. The people who are really solving the problems, they are basically, solving the problems of the people. That is one angle which I'm saying. That is the one angle. The people who are doing their work by taking the whole shape, knowledge of their work digitally, and then applying mathematics, then applying logics, then applying, those areas which can impact on the way of that specific person doing the practice. Anyway, so having shared all of this, let me share with you a story of, how I see the thing. See, currently how I see the thing, since let's say in around 2008, I believe the cloud came. Cloud means AWS cloud. When I first time heard Amazon Web Services, back that I was in Seattle, Washington, and my roommate said, now he was in Amazon and he said, oh, that Amazon Web Service is coming up. I didn't know really what is meaning of web services. I just knew that Amazon is an e-commerce company, something like that. Then he shared, there is a way of happening, now things will be in the cloud. We call it as a cloud. I did not understand well, but I said, okay. So see, that cloud, I feel the cloud got into the market, into the tech industry, and that helped whole tech industry, when I say IT industry or digital technologies industry, to give a platform where they can deploy their digital solution who is solving the problem for some reason for someone, correct? So in that specific, the scope got got increased a lot of applications getting developed, because the bar for deploying solution, or like developing solution, got easier, and new use cases got increased. And those use cases has, when the problem owners and business owners, there are two different things. Problem owners are different, business owners are different. Problem owners are those who are really solving the problem, and business owners are those who owning a specific business, and that business solving a problem with a business in mind, whole business in mind, something like that. Then startup, other, so many terms came up. In whole this process, we have various work items, jobs, a lot of got increased. And when I see the in the angle of business owners or problem solve owners, when they jump into the solution, they found 20 different things need to do. Let's an example. When we are developing a full stack engineering application, I need someone who can really understand, go deeper, what the regulatory is, what the real problem is, what the problem we are solving, how it can convert to a requirement that somebody coded. So scope got increased. A scope got increased from the business owners angle or problem solver angles. A new roles emerged. A new philosophy got emerged. Agile way of doing things, Scrum way of doing things. We need business analysts. We need product owners. We need product managers. So I just feel like, rather than solving the problem, another another growth happened on different headcounts, where a small problem, even we have to develop a small login page, or we have to develop a very simple risk assessment for a specific regulatory, for a specific customer. We need a whole team. We need product owners, we need product managers, we need developers, but none of here is actually solving the problem. They are all the people, a lot of people, they're waiting for instructions to be done. So with that specific case, I did not, I did see many projects where funding got done. A lot of engineers were there. There were few people who were focusing on the problem itself, but really they did not. In the outcome, they were not able to understand the problem better and design better. Rather, what happened? Rather than solving the problem, they increase the complexity for the users. It's not 100% every case, but I'm just giving some angle. Having said all these things, there was a big impact on the business itself. They were not even able to develop any solution. It looked like in the industry that a lot of people getting hired, some people's staying at home. There were so many roles came to there are so many roles came across everywhere, right? Simple role, small role, test role, QA role, this role, that role. But even with that efforts, not everyone was able to solve the project. You do not have any idea. You may not be having that. More than 70-80% project did not come out at all from the business. People worked on business solution. They put all the efforts, 50 million, 20 million, whatever the money you say, but they were not even able to develop the solution itself. So this, there was a pain, which huge pain was already exist. And AI is the new, not new thing. Even in my master degree, I studied an AI and I understood AI, artificial intelligence, is one of the problem solver on top of the knowledge base of a specific applications which we are building on top of that. Let's an example. Let's say there's the Australia Custom Act 1901. That Custom Act define how the import by air, export by air, import by sea, export by sea within Australia. It will happen. It has rules, it has act, it has knowledge, it has practices guidance, it has the people who are doing those practices like custom brokers, freight forwarders, or anyone. Similar way, there is a migration law. It has act, it has rules, it has practices, it has people. And then the IT sector comes and solve the problem, technical problem, so that people can do better practices, country can do better sophisticated way of analysis, design, and make this run this properly. As an example, you order today anything from e-commerce, it comes directly to your home, even you are ordering from any other country. So there are complex laws from China or from any other country. They go through the airlines, and then from airlines go to a warehouse. From warehouse it will go to a specific distribution center. It comes to you because a lot of digital tech helps in this specific ecosystem. Having said all these things, see, now when we had so much complex problem, and we were struggling all day to solve it, and we were not able to provide the solution, then we people, the people who really working to solve the problem, to run the business, we were the main key users of such kind of tools. So we are not spending a lot of times on books, history, Google search, and everywhere. We need that knowledge before we design the solution. We were the tech professional. We have just learned how the tech works. We did not learn the domain. So that was the one of the key area. And most of the tech, it was currently we are not using the tech which got existed 100 years ago. In parallel, we are using Google tech, Facebook tech. We are using Google Angular platform. We are using Facebook's React platform. We are using Java language. It has different versions, security, and many things. So there was a orchestration needed on the tech side, right? On the tech side, we needed a orchestration so we can actually compile all things in a better way. So we needed a problem solving tool. So AI or Gen AI or LLM, whatever the branches it has, it helps us. This is for us a problem solving tool. It will help the humanity. So, and some of the roles which people feel like, okay, our roles is going, it is very normal. When I was working on C++ back in 2012, 13, 14, suddenly I knew there is no job on C++, everything migrating to cloud. So I needed to spend, few months to understand what is happening, how the cloud application works. But when I dived into it, I did not dive into it at the service level. I really put 100% attention to understand how HTTP works, hypertext type protocol works, how basically browser works, what is Mozilla Foundation is, how RFCs is, how a browser itself works and give service by using the correct programming language framework, how their document object model works. So that's I compiled and everything, and then I moved to myself in the full stack engineering area. But under that, I have a very deeper foundations around it. So in summary, see, I don't see any job is going. I just see the job is like, the nature of the job is changing, right? So we can't, so there may be some people, who moved into this tech industry just like, having a, basic foundation and they help there. And, but that, but person like me, I spent my master degree, bachelor degree, internship every day and night to working hard to understand how basically I can digitize the workflow of someone who is manual or practicing on a specific industry, and understand what the right application can be developed which can align his his way of working and solve the problem. Your bank application is one thing, your Google Gmail is one thing, your Apple iPhone is a one thing. So I see, rather than focusing on what AI is losing job or something, we really should become the owners of some problem, one problem which has domain involved. It can be finance, under finance, it can be invest banking, it can be loans, it can be logistics or customs, it can be something on healthcare industry. Pick a specific domain and learn that domain. This specific AI problem solving tool will help you, because now you don't need to spend time to go through libraries, reach to people. You need to go there, but basic foundation you can get it from here. So I don't think this AI is actually losing or giving away job. It is just the things are transforming. So I really don't count what it is basically helping us do our job better, right? So I just believe it's a very good tool, and it reduces a lot of efforts to uh, understanding what has been written by act, what is written by law, what is written by a specific very old book or mathematics. It helps us to quickly come to a conclusion to interpret it better, right? And with that interpretation, I believe we can design better digital solution with this. There should be, definitely there would be many hundred different types of angle of it, but I would like to give a positive attitude towards it. And I just believe we should all focus on how we can use extremely deeper sense of AI. If you are tech professional, we can work on correct knowledge graph or knowledge orchestration layer with this specific AI. And I'm very positive about it. And I just believe that let's be positive and let's work on it. And feel free, take the next learning curve. And rather than just designing hard coded validations in full stack engineering applications, we can now have better way of connecting with the users of those tech solutions or digital solution, where we can actually understand what the real problem this specific users want, and we can have a better solution in place which is connected with GenAI or LLM, including that. And we can have better way of uh, giving the solution, rather than just when in our full stack engineering application somebody just create a user and we say, okay, create a user, and he creates it, and yes and no. What when user creates it, he can even speak it out. He can say, oh, I want to create a user which may have this specific permission or this specific permission, but he cannot do this, he can do this. And then our solution can give you idea, see, or for this specific purpose I would suggest go for a admin user. And these are the pros and cons for creating a specific user in this platform. And with this platform, these are the gaps are still missing, these are not implemented in the system. So for that I would suggest you first have reduced those gaps. Once those gaps are there, then you can assign this specific permission, something like that. So I'm not saying it is a actually human conversational way, but I'm just giving the context as we have already done a lot of foundation from last 20-25 years in the tech industry itself. As we are grown up, we are going to develop a next phase, and next phase is I believe we are reducing a lot of our cost for searching information, coordinating across teams, and researching what is this requirement as a tech guy, because a tech guy need to understand the finance area. A tech guy may need to understand logistic area. A tech guy need to understand the health area. But he need to understand up to that level so he can correctly convert that information into instructions of machine as a code. So for tech guy, AI is a problem solving tool. It is for everyone. I totally understand that. A lot of people have a different way of saying things, but for me, It's not actually reducing any job. It is giving power of knowledge, and that knowledge, basically helps us to do our job better. Yeah, thank you very much for listening all of this, and I will see if I will have more thoughts to come, and I will share with you. Thank you. Have a good day, and we'll connect again. Thank you. Bye.